It really is, and you know, today we only had to sign 2 because we signed 27 early, but it's really good. It's 10 months of work, 29 guys, 11 or 10 different states, 14 on offense, 15 on defense, and I think it was 14 mid-year guys. So the staff worked hard. Really appreciate all the effort went into this. You know, I hope they feel like I do. I think they do. You know, winners wear blue, and that's why those kids chose this place.
Talked about how you like the JUCOs because they fill immediate needs, but a lot of freshmen in that class that are your future.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. 19 freshmen, and that's important. That's a big high school class for us. But you know, we feel like this with the new rule, being able to play 4 games as a freshman, and able to keep your red shirt, and those guys get to be 22 and 23 years old. That's for us. That's our menu to be able to win conference championship here at UT Martin.
Talk about just what you look for on offensive line,
Yep.
your DBs, just kind of how they run.
The target areas was improve the depth at the offensive line. Last year, I mean, no secret, you and I talked about it weekly. We lost 5 offensive linemen throughout the year. They're no longer with the program due to injuries and other things. And so we brought in 3 junior college players to come in and compete immediately and give us immediate depth. And then we brought in 3 or 4 high school players for the future. So there's 7 new offensive line to go. We've got bigger numbers at offensive line than we've had in probably 10 years. But I felt that was the direction the program needed to go. And then on defense, we felt like our depth at the defensive back position needed to be improved, and that's where the 4 junior college DBs came into play and the 5 high school players came into play for the future of the program.
Class was ranked 2nd in the country and first in the OVC by Hero Sports. What does that mean to this program?
That means these coaches are working their tails off. That means this is a great place. That means that you know, we're doing things the right way. We're recruiting hard. We're recruiting smart. And like we've said for years, if they come and see this place and meet the people and see the nice facilities that we had and feel the energy of what we want to be about, then this may be a great place for them to get a University of Tennessee degree. And these kids bought into that.
It also means you're getting quality football players too, doesn't it, Coach?
No, it does. No, it does. And like I said, you don't ever go into this situation, you know, just chasing rankings. You have no idea. There's 2 different components of it. There's recruiting players, and then however it shows up. But you know, if somebody else thinks they're great players, then great. We appreciate that. We you know, we want to be in the top 10 recruiting class every year because you know, we think we've got a top 10 university.
And you got several players from several states, so you're branching out, reaching out.
No doubt. You know, I think there's 8 or 9 state of Tennessee players we're in 10 different states, and you know, one that tells me that you know, appreciate that the administration giving us the resources to go and chase these players down. 2, you know, that we're not just, if we could get them all the players and meet our needs within an hour radius of here, absolutely 100%. But this was a year to where we couldn't necessarily do that, so we had to branch out and go places and see kids, and it's able, you know, to get our brand and get our name out there. And maybe there'll be a player in Florida that never heard of Martin before, but sees that logo or saw that high school or saw our staff walk in there, and maybe we'll get some returns on investment next year.
Coach, can you update us on the new surface for the school?
Yeah, Chris Bell gave me an update today. I believe maybe it's in production right now. I think the end of February they're going to start tearing it up, and we might be able to get it back by March 15th. So pretty excited about that. It's going to really decorate it up again, and anytime you can bring something new in the program like that, something to catch a recruit's eye, you know, then that may be even better class next year.
Update on Dresser Williams' recovery?
He's doing great. He's weighing 212. He's upbeat. He's been really doing a great job in the workouts. His leadership skills are always, you know, just where you want your quarterback to be. Not throwing yet. Maybe here in a couple months, you know, we'll cut him loose. I think he's throwing tennis balls right now. But I think he's ahead of schedule, and we'll kind of play it by ear. We've got some other quarterbacks who'll get all the reps in the spring, and then we'll go into camp and see where Dresser is.
How key is it to have early enrollees come in with this class to get that extra spring practice under their belt?
For us, it's big. No, for us, it's big. That's always been my philosophy, to where if we're going to go the junior college route, then it's going to be mid-year guys. Because as you saw earlier today, it's not just those 15 practices. It's the meetings the day before and the day after the practice, okay? So 15 practices really turns into, you know, 30 days working ball and being taught how to play the game. And then you get them with our strength and conditioning coach, Coach Settergren, who I think does a great job, you know, for these 8 weeks before we get to spring ball. You know, for us, that's a different deal than going to get a guy late and getting them here in August, because it takes a while. It's hard to get them acclimated and get them going early. They got to be really a unique situation for that to work out.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate
See you
y'all
again,
so
buddy.
much, man.